How's it going, guys? How's everyone doing today on this lovely Wednesday, this hump day? I know it's been a long time since we've posted anything, or John and I posted anything, but John and I have decided that we were going to take a small hiatus for a short time, just to, kind of get our lives sorted out, get some things, situated with everything that's going on. John's got some schooling going on, so he's been taking care of that. I've been working. I haven't really had the time to, record a vlog and post it, and, but big things, guys, big things. So, remember ages ago, I was talking about, I have a downpipe, I got all this stuff I want to do to my car. Well, she's tuned. I got the downpipe on, full, turbo back exhaust, 3-inch straight pipe, no cat, no resonator, no muffler, just like a little tip at the end that's welded on. Got a parent inlet tube, my stock inlet tube took a crap. I guess it's a big Subaru thing that happens. She's only making 244 wheel horsepower, but she's got 349 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels, which is fucking nuts. And as you just heard a minute ago, she's loud and she is fast. Well, fast for me. For me, it's fast because I've never had a car this fast, this much power, this amount of torque. I've never had a car myself personally that has had that. I've been in cars like that, lots of power and whatnot. My friend's SRT4, that thing's fucking crazy. But it's so crazy that you're doing 60, get on it, it just fucking lights the wheels up. So it's ridiculously retarded. Excuse my language, but it's ridiculous. And as you see, I have a beard now. Been growing it out. Girlfriend hates it, but I love it. So I've just been letting it go. Yeah. Finally got my car tuned. I got it done down at Area 1320 in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. So if anybody, you're in the Carbon County, like Lehigh and Palm and Jim Thorpe area, or you're in the Lehigh County, or I think it's Lehigh Valley, Lehigh County area, get yourself on over to Area 1320. They do good work, even despite the fact that them having been really busy. And no, I'm not getting paid for this advertisement. I'm just shouting them out because they did my car for me. They didn't have to, but they did it anyway. They did my car for me. They had a lot of work. They have a lot of work anyway, and they had a lot of cars there. I mean, you can see when I showed up there, they had a lot of freaking cars sitting out front. So they got me in. They got all the work done that I needed. Got the tune done. And they let me know, like, oh, hey, if anything went wrong, they'd be like, hey, this happened. We're doing this. Just letting you know it's gonna be the extra cost. So it's on you. It's like, okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. So. If you want your car built, you want any kind of work done, bring it on over to them, and you'll be good to go. But yeah, I got my car done. I got my car tuned by them. He did a really good job. The last time I was inside, but I started getting a headache, so I stepped outside as he was tuning it because I needed to get some fresh air, and I was also tired anyway. I've been up for far too long because I work night shift, and they only are open during the day, and blah 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 blah. So I had to take a step outside, but the last amount of power that I seen it had 255 to the wheels, 255 horsepower to the wheels, and it was like 320 torque. So he said to me, oh yeah, we gave you a conservative tune to help save your tranny, help save your clutch, save your engine a little bit. So got all that work done down there. My phone decided to be all fucking weird, so I had to cut it out there real quick. Apologize for that. I also had a random old lady give me a smile as she drove past in the turning lane. She looked at my car, she loved it, I guess, loved the sound of it, and that was that. But I kind of lost track of where I was at, but telling him I got all my work done down there. It was great. It was 255 max horsepower and 320 torque, which for me personally, one of my friends and I, my friends and I have talked about this. We're not, the more horsepower you have, great, fine, that's dandy. But if you don't have the torque behind it to push it, what's the point? I mean, it really does make sense. You can have all this horsepower in the world, but if you don't have the torque behind it to push it, to make it, useful, then there's no real point, in my opinion. I see you see back in the old, like, many years ago, you see Hondas that have like 600, 700, 800 horsepower, but they'd have like 400 or 500 torque. I mean, granted, yeah, it is a 2-wheel drive car, and I'm driving an all-wheel drive car, so it makes more sense to have the torque. But even so, if you don't have that torque on anything, there's no real point to be, putting all that power to it, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion in here. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so that's fine, that's dandy, whatever. But, to me, that's just, how I feel. But I'm glad that, things are the way they are. In the future, I do have more plans for this car, personally. I'm not, like I said, I was looking for 300 horsepower. I knew I wasn't going to get that with, the current setup that I have. I know I need to upgrade the setup as it is. And even if I want to push that much horsepower, I do want to upgrade the internals. I want to go forged. I want to forge all the things. Because as great as these Subaru internals are, sure, I'm also, this car is 126,000 miles, and it's a 2007. I'm like, what, 16 years old now? No, not 16. What am I thinking? That's my old Sunfire. It's 9 years old now. So, and with that many miles, and most of them are highway. And a lot of people will told me, I told them how many miles I have on my car, and they're kind of like, oh, that's just a baby. You're just getting started there at 126. They're like, and even the tuner guy was like, I've tuned cars with 200,000 miles on them. Like, that's cool and all, but at the same time, it's like, was the engine rebuilt in that 200,000 mile car? That's the other thing. The body could have 200,000 miles, but the end motor can have maybe 90. But, it's always that. But there is always that whole thing of, you can build cars at 200,000 miles and they'll still hold up pretty well. So I'm gonna quit rambling. I just want to give you guys quick updates, let you know that the plans to the Subaru are basically getting on their way. We're in the first phase of it. Give you quick updates of why we took a quick hiatus. Hopefully I put in some footage, or at the end here I'll put in some footage of the dyno. It doesn't show the numbers. I'll take a picture of the dyno sheet so you can see the dyno sheet. I have it with me, and I'll put a picture at the end as well. And you guys can see the dyno run, well, the car on the dyno. But anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, favorite, subscribe, share with your friends if you like this content, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.